Thank you very much that you had a lot of time to show yourselves to my place today. I have a statement, in fact, just a short statement that I intend to deliver. Before I start, you might as well be asking yourselves why myself and the President are not traveling anywhere. Well, that should not be a question from now henceforth. As you know, we encouraged working from home. We are also avoiding an eventuality that we may come into contact with people who may want to shake our hands. Fellow Kenyans, I address you like no other person in our memory. This year's Easter is going to be radically different in many momentous ways, but it's a statement that will remain the same. After the trials, sorrow and gloom that comes with the death of Christ, the crucifixion of Christ, on Friday, there will be guaranteed hope that on Sunday there will be resurrection. We are up in arms and comforting ourselves in our homes that have turned out to be quite warm and exceptionally cozy in our time. We have always been here but have never stayed this way before. Imagining that our children are out of school, our wives out of shopping malls, and we ourselves out of the bars. We are staying in our houses without being forced, even during that time that we should be out. Boda riders, mama vibanda, watu wa matatu without leaving back the small tuk-tuks, na wale mama wa kushuka nywele are all facing the same share of adversity. Our airline industry and their planes have ceased doing their business and are on the ground. All the hotels, big or small, were not left behind and have also received their equal share of adversity. The doors to the houses of worship for both seniors and the juniors, Sunday school, have padlocks on them, and that means no one can go there as we have always done. This is quite prodigious, and the cause of all this is novel coronavirus and minute fragments of this genetically coordinated code. The genetic code, not the other one. You know what I mean. I hope you understand, my friends. My fellow Kenyans, fortunately for us, this virus has occasioned a lot of suffering and mayhem in our people on a scale that no one can fathom, and thereby raising a need to have a serious perspective of our health system in our country. My fellow Kenyans, forgive me for using this name too many times. It is because I know we owe you as a government a need to save you from the daily sufferings that force you to make necessary movements where the need arises in search of food and any other essential commodities. As a government, we've made some strides towards making sure that all the unnecessary movements that may be detrimental to the lives of our people are stopped. The recent effort that government has taken in its fight to protect its people was making sure there's distribution of free sanitizers and also restricting the movement of people in and out of selected counties. You know them. We as a government have also made available enough protective equipment to ensure that we we test enough people nationwide. I've also spoken to Kemri director. In fact, when you came, I was on phone with him. He's quite a very good friend of mine. Like I was saying, citizens should not be stupid and reckless and thinking that all the directives of the Ministry of Health are for the benefits of the politicians, most of whom have chickened out. To our young people, this is not a show of might. We know you have immeasurable strength and guts to do whatever you want. But may I remind you that the possibility of actually making it to your tomorrow lies not in your muscular bodies, but in the development of your great character and the will to listen to those in authority. In this instance, both the government and the Ministry of Health. Today, we equate the strength of our country to the individual character and behavior of each and every one of us. This is not a government's war. This is a war of every single citizen, big or small, rich or poor, black or white. As a country, we have learned a lesson. We as the leaders have been introduced to the bitter truth that there's no country better than the one we govern, the one we manage. And on this lesson, we will without doubt upgrade our hospitals to meet the standards of international level. We will pay more attention to the lives of our people and their needs than the exorbitant international travels for benchmarking. My fellow Kenyans, let us join hands and fight diligently to protect ourselves, our families, and our loved ones. Stay safe, stay home.
We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We'll walk hand in hand, we'll walk hand in hand, we'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We'll walk hand in hand, we'll walk hand in hand, we'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall live.